felt we should have taken the lead before we did. Before Palace did. It was a softish penalty. That was a big blow to us. But Manu scoring that goal, I think, gave everybody a lift, because really and truly I felt he should have scored before that. We had so many chances flashing across the box. So that was a real big bonus for him, for us. And we took that forward. I thought we played well at that period. We took the lead, and I think the game was going to just sort of, we was just going to see it out. But Palace got a bit of a hoodoo on us at the minute, in the last minute, scored again. And then we made it even more difficult with the sending off. I thought it was a strange decision for Mehdi, because I think his tackle was very close to a red. He overran it a little bit, but I think it was just shy of that, because I think he just pulled out in the last second, which was important. I haven't seen it. And then he done a silly hand gesture, and the ref sent him off for that. So that was that put us in a difficult situation. You've got tired legs, players who haven't played regularly, and you could see we were getting tired. But the desire and the character in the group was tremendous tonight, and I thought that was certainly the flag was carried by the captain, who I thought was by far and away the best player on the pitch.
Say about Riviere there, and I mean, we've talked about, you know, he probably needed that goal, and yet when it came, he was so calm, just kind of stroked it in like nothing was the worry. No,
and I think anyone who's seen us play this year, and we've had would know that it's been the top of the pitch. It's been a little bit of an issue for us. I think we've played well in games, and just not had that cutting edge. So Pappas' 2 goals on Saturday, and then Manu's tonight, are a massive lift for the team, because you've got to have belief you're going to score. So to get 4 goals from our 2 strikers is very, very important. And I was so pleased for Manu, because he's worked tirelessly for the team without really getting the goals. So them 2 goals are going to be a massive lift for him.
In the 90th minute, it's the 4th time this season, twice against Palace now, you've conceded goals. You must have thought, not again, we're not winning.
A little bit, yeah. And we almost conceded in the last extra time. Rob's had to make a magnificent save. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like a worrying trend, if I'm honest. But you know, it's the morale boot. You know, real blows when you get goals in the last minute. So we achieved one thing tonight. Palace didn't score after 90 seconds or the first 3 minutes, so that was good. So we're on one. Got one road right.
And conversely, a moment like Gomez, you know, obviously it's been a difficult start, but things like that can really forge team spirit and lift the club, can't it?
Yeah, I mean, Paul's you know, a local lad. I think he's having to prove to the Newcastle public that he's good enough. I think it's hard for players to come through the academy system these days. We've signed a really good French player in Sadio, and I think he gets a little bit more glamour than Paul. But Paul, you know, does what it says on the tin, really. He's a tough tackler, he's good in the air, he's getting better going forward, and his goal tonight just summed him up. He's all kind of effort and commitment, and you've got to love that about him. How he's ended up in the middle of the goal at that time, I still don't know. So I'll have to look back on the video to see how he got there. Yeah, he's a player that excites us as a football club. I know England think highly of him. I've given debuts to a few good 17-year-olds: Mark Noble, John Joe Shelby, Chamberlain, and I'd put him in that group in terms of potential. But those guys obviously have fulfilled it, and that's what he needs to do now. He's a great finisher, left foot, right foot, and he showed a couple of moments tonight that that whet the appetite. But he's still got a lot of work to do, and but we're proud of him tonight. I thought he did a great job for the team.
Do you think that's going to be his best role potentially, slightly deeper off the front man, because he seemed to enjoy it there tonight?
He can play both positions. He can't really play left midfield, but he did have to tonight for long periods. But the 10 or the 9 is his best natural positions, and he plays them both equally as well. and that's what makes him such an accomplished player. His first touch, his awareness, very, very exciting.
Big chance of Super Alan Pardew tonight as well. Not from the Newcastle fans, but from the Palace ones. How did that feel?
Well, it's always lovely to come back here. You know, I had a great times here and enjoyed coming back tonight, and I thank them for that. But I thought our fans were terrific tonight. I think they made a conscious effort to sort of support the team. I don't think there was too much going on about myself or my position, and I think that helped us, and I thank them for that.
Nice easy game next. The next round, I don't know, the draw was.
Yeah, I thought that was a really strange moment, and I think Neil did too. Why they put that up on the screen, I think that needs to be questioned a little bit. But it's a tough game, and the Man City's third team is pretty strong, so we'll have to give it a good old go when we get there.